Our current food system is entirely unsustainable, and food production will need to increase by an additional 60% by 2050. But we're already running out of land and water, and we're producing way too much carbon. Most of us in this room probably know that already. So what are our options? In a word, algae. It grows faster than almost anything on this planet, and because of that, it's 100 times more sustainable than common crops, and 1,000 times more sustainable than animal products. So why isn't everyone eating algae today? Despite the fact that it's an abundantly nutritious, extremely sustainable food source, algae hasn't been widely adopted. Either people didn't like the flavor, or they thought of it as pond scum. That's when I realized there's a tremendous opportunity in algae, and that's why I founded Nonfood. I'm Sean Raspet, I'm the CEO of Nonfood, and I've worked as an artist for the last 7 years, primarily with flavors and fragrances. I've also worked as a flavorist in the food industry. Welcome to the future of food. What you see here is the Non Bar, an algae-based nutrition bar with 42% algae ingredients. It might look strange and unfamiliar, but it's actually quite tasty. Try for yourself at the table afterwards. The Non Bar is the first of its kind, a completely sustainable, abundantly nutritious future food. In addition to its great taste, it's very high in protein, it's high in fiber, it's naturally low in carbs with less than 1 gram of sugar, it has as much calcium as a cup of milk, and it has 20 times the iron in a serving of spinach. It's also rich in a range of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. So you might be thinking, why do we need another protein bar? Well, here's why. These are some common, convenient foods that are out there today, and here's how they rate in terms of functionality and their protein-to-carb ratio. So as you can see, a lot of the traditional bars are actually quite low in both functionality and protein-to-carb ratio. They have some protein, but they're also loaded with cheap carbs and fillers. Because it uses algae, the Non-Bar is in the upper right quadrant. It's dense in protein, phytonutrients, antioxidants, and a range of vitamins and minerals. The Non-Bar is sold through our website, and currently our margins are above 50%, but as we scale up, our production costs will drop by more than half. 2 weeks ago, we launched the Non-Bar limited edition prototype. We sold out of half of our inventory in the first week. We targeted a very specific niche of people who we feel are our first customers, futurists in the areas of health, food, sustainability, and fashion. By doing that, we achieved a very high website-to-sale conversion rate with a very low cost of acquisition. But we're not just chasing after one-time purchases, we're cultivating a community of long-term subscribers. In our first year, we plan to gain 1,500 subscribers for an annual revenue of $630,000. Following that, with increased adoption and marketing efforts, we plan to gain 25,000 subscribers by the end of our third year for $10.5 million in annual revenue. For the last 2 weeks, the Non-Bar has been distributed at museum events and food innovation conferences. Very large orders have been placed by museums, art galleries, and foundations, including Rhizome and the Gates Foundation. This is some of our recent press. This is completely organic press. Our story really resonates with people across a wide range of media outlets. The kind of transformative potential of algae is something that they see, and they reach out to us and they want to tell our story. And this is just, we only launched 2 weeks ago. Our small but growing team has the best mix of people to make our vision a reality. Other members of the team also have interdisciplinary backgrounds ranging from sensory food science to design and fashion to media theory. The Non-Bar is just the beginning. We're also filing patents for new ingredients, and we're expanding into other areas such as drinks and snacks. We believe food can be healthy, delicious, sustainable, and interesting. There's a lot at stake. It's not just about food that's good for us, but also food that's good for the planet. The future of food, without a doubt, will be algae-based, and we are building that future today. Thank you.